boy Bizarre from D12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
It is a worldwide collaboration song.
All right, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Chatterbox. And we are here live on Exquisite Conversations Podcast. And I will be hosting tonight. I'm normally co-hosting with Miss Nicole Jordan, publicist and owner of Exquisite PR firm, but she's a little bit under the weather. So, it's me tonight, and which, I love it. I love talking to people, great people who have accomplished so much and just on their journey and just to shed some light to them. So, without further ado, welcome to Exquisite Conversations Podcast, sponsored by Exquisite PR firm. And we have another special, sensational guest this evening, and it's none other than Ms.Diva Soul.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
everyone. All right, yourself?
Doing well. So before we get into your story, who is Ms.Diva Soul?
Ms.Diva Soul, known as Patricia Miles, out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Mom, Shelley Thurman. My father, Roosevelt Miles, late Roosevelt Miles. So, hey, single, grandmother. That's all I can do. Work, perform. I can say I'm single.
I hate it. So we have my man Gabriel tapping in with us from Finally TV. Thanks for tapping in with us, Gabriel.
Hello. There ain't much going on up here in Phoenix City.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure that you make it happen. And
I make it happen. I make it happen.
Yeah. Right. Putting out those records and just embracing the people with their feel good music. So tell us about you early on, in your childhood. So when did you first find out that you had a gift to sing?
Well, at 12 years old, I was singing in my father and my mother gospel group, The Rising Stars. So at 12, I started singing then with him and leading some of the songs. I was the only one leading the songs, my mom and my dad. And then he died when I was 15. So after that, the group had stopped. But I was still singing, still going to places to sing, karaoke. So I just love to sing.
Okay. So, as far as you singing, is that in your bloodline? Both, I know you was in the group, but do you have siblings that sing as well? Cousins, aunties, uncles, the whole family sing?
No, just my mom and dad and me. Yeah.
Oh, just your mother, dad, and you. Okay. So, as time went on, you really got back into the music later on.
Later on, yes, I had went to a little birthday party for one of my coworkers. I was doing karaoke, and she said, "Will you sing a song for me?" So I did. I sung "Getting What I Want," and the guy came in. He was a promoter, Nelson Ezel, Elso, I think his name was, and he called me outside and he said, "Would you mind doing something shows?" I said, "Yeah, fine with me."
Okay, so now that's amazing. You was out there having a good time, singing, doing what you love to
That's
do,
all. That's
and
all I would do.
a promoter approached you and asked
Yes.
you, do you mind getting on a Southern Soul show, awesome show,
Yes. Some
and so
shows. Yeah.
when that
Mhm.
happened, what type of feeling was that?
It was a nervous feeling at first because I never done that, sung in front of a lot of people, but only in church. So when I had to sing in front of a lot of people, I still was nervous, but I looked at it was like, well, let me do it like karaoke and just do it like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So we have Miss Latoya Brand out of Atlanta, Georgia. She is a nutritionist that help people heal their sickness.
Okay.
Whether you have diabetes, whether you have high blood pressure, you know, whether you just need nutrition in your body to get the nutrients, she does all of that. Whatever you
Okay.
have, she she definitely have it on deck. And she does her research to make sure that the product is just for you. So thank you for tapping in. And she located in Atlanta,
Thank
Georgia.
you.
But people order her product from all over the nation. So
Okay.
if you have something going on that you want to get seed about, she definitely can help you. So shout out to her for tapping in with us.
Okay.
Now,
Hello.
with you doing the karaoke and the promoter hitting you up, can you remember your very first show?
Yeah, my first show was in September of last year. I had did a singer release party for artists, and I got a standing ovation.
Okay,
So
so
I was happy about that.
did you did you go to the studio, or did you do a cover song? Like, how did that
I
first show
did.
go for you?
At first, I was doing cover songs. I was doing all cover songs. So when I was doing these shows at first, and then I think around about in November, I met that producer. So he said, let's start making a song. I heard a song while we were sitting in there. I said, I want that song, Shoo Doo. So I said, I want that song. Everybody started singing Shoo Doo. So I said, I want that song. So we got together and we made it.
Okay, so go ahead and shout the producer out.
Bruce J, the entertainer, Lab 101. So he'll be on soon to
Okay,
talk about his label and everything.
okay. So, brother Bruce.
Okay, I got my mic on now. How you doing? Blessings.
Blessings, brother Bruce. We was just talking about you as a singer, songwriter, and a producer, and
Okay.
she was telling me how you first gave her that music to put that wonderful voice of hers to. So, welcome, man. So,
Thank
since
you.
since you graced us with your presence, go ahead and introduce yourself, where you from, and what it is that you do in the music industry.
I am Bruce J. On stage, Bruce J. the entertainer. I'm out of Phoenix City, Alabama. I am a producer, songwriter, engineer. I do it all. Whatever you need, I'm going to do it for you.
Okay. Welcome, man. And we have
Thank you.
Big C Southern Soul artist out of Greenville tapping in. Shout out to his label, Everything Entertainment, and definitely, brother, we appreciate your support. Okay, so you guys started working together, and so how did that magic come together? You know, with you being a singer, songwriter, and a producer, and with you getting her out to the forefront so people can understand who she is musically. So how did y'all put that together?
Well, I was having a video shoot. She came through with a friend, and we met for the first time. We were just going through some tracks in the studio, listening to some music. And it was a lot of people in the studio. And I think next thing we know, we had like about 5-6 part harmony. And she was like, I like that. I like that. And right after that, I said, hey, come back. And I already had laid the vocals so she could hear how it would go. and we just started creating hits. And when I heard her, I heard so much soul, and it wasn't just animated soul; it was from the heart, and I could tell that she really enjoyed what she was doing. And she seemed like she was very open to learning a lot more, and I just had to work with her.
Okay. So it's a few songs that she have that I listened to today. Trail Ride, I Got It, Sweet Love. It's a few songs. So if you guys can really tell me, like, how do the studio sessions go? You know, I mean, because I tell people all the time, you got to have studio presence before you can have stage presence. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so
Yes.
how is that chemistry in the studio with you being a producer, engineer, and her being a vocalist?
Well, being that she's so open to learn, she has a humble heart, a humble spirit. So that makes it so easy to work with her because, see, some people come in trying to tell you everything and they don't listen. But she's like, hey, I'm new to this. And that's what made it so easy, because when I played the music and we started working on the song, I'm like, I got some lyrics there for you. And she was just very honest. Hey, I'm going to need help. You need to show me how this go. And I think like the first song, it was a little harder, but it wasn't hard at all. But as we've gone and continued on, shoot, she just get in there and knock them out now.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what is that like for you, Ms.Diva Soul, for you to be so comfortable in the studio now, when you really hadn't been in the studio, but now the studio is like a second home for you. So, what is that like for you? You know, as far as emotionally, musically, and it's kind of became a lifestyle for you. So what is that like for
Yeah.
you?
Well, I'm comfortable with it now. At first, I was pretty nervous. Every time I come in there, I say, I'm nervous, I'm shaking. But now I come in there like it's my home. So we just go in there, we have fun, we have drinks, and we just go in there and do our thing.
All right. So I am here with Bruce J, the entertainer, Ms.Diva Soul. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Exquisite Conversations podcast. Stay tuned for more important messages.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me. Might go to the clubs, but I leave kinda early, and I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I might be invited tonight. You ain't gotta look for me. I might be invited tonight. Yeah.
All right, we're back, and we are here with none other than Bruce J, the entertainer, and the superstar, Ms.Diva Soul, in the building. Thank you. So, I tell people all the time, we was trapped in the house with COVID-19 for about almost 3 years, and when Southern Soul came about, it gave Black and brown people a sense of urgency to feel good about themselves again, feeling good through the art form of music. The feel good music, the music that brings about unity and smiles and laughter. So why do you think Southern Soul has been such a big hit and it's a new wave when it comes to the music industry?
Well, me, I think because for a chance, with society changing so much, we have such a chance. We have the option just to be free and to express ourselves in every way. And Southern Soul is a full spectrum of just letting it go, giving it your all, and expressing yourself. And that's what soul music, even just not even to get Southern, but just say soul is all about the heart, the feelings, the emotions, and the expressions. And then when you put that little twist of the South on it, oh, it gets very, very, very nice then. And people just expressing themselves, and it makes it real good, feel good music.
Right. Ms.Diva?
Yeah, make them feel real good. And then you get them standing up and get them, hey, you don't did your job. When I get on the stage and I get them standing up, hey, I did my job. So Southern Soul is all it is.
I can dig it. But, I tell people, man, I've been around a long time. I've been in the industry for almost 25 years. I grew up around this music. So when I heard them say Southern Soul, I said to myself, with me, ride with my daddy and the Deuce in the Quarter with the 8-track, tape and my daddy, playing the 45 records, off what we call the component set, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I said that Southern Soul is blues soul because that's what they called it back when we was growing up, with the Johnny Taylors and the Betty Wrights and the Marvin.
That should have been the name for it right there.
Yeah, blue soul. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
With the Marvin C's talking about the candy liquor, the hotel lover,
yeah,
that's right.
And with Roy C talking about way down here in Infidelity, Georgia,
right.
So it's just blue. So as far as what you see now, man, and the legendary people that we grew up off of, man, some of those influences, man, do that make your pen game better when you listen to them? Do they really give you ideas how to sharpen up your pen game when it comes to cause blues can make you happy, it can make you cry, it can make you tap out, it can make you want to be by yourself, or it can make you just love everybody. So how does those older influences help your pen game, Bruce?
Well, for one, being that before I was doing what I was doing, the one thing I've been doing all my life since I was 7 years old, I've been playing on stage. So I got a lot of times and chances to listen to all that old school, man, and the depth of what they talked about then compared to now. It enlightened me to want to do music because it was like stories that you couldn't believe and poetry that you couldn't believe. And man, it's hard to compete with that. So that's one thing I try not to do. I just try to do the best I can and hope that I can leave my mark and leave music something that the older people left, because you don't have songs like it used to be that stay on the radio, man, for a year. You don't have that no more. It's like right now, everything microwave, quick in a hurry, next. And I'm like, when I write now, I try to do those songs that's going to last, that because you don't get too many classics when you go back and say, oh, the year 2024, what was the classic then? See, right now, we still have to go back to those old songs to get that feeling, to get that groove, man.
Get that feeling back get that feeling back when you listen to those old songs.
Right.
Hey, that was it.
Right. So with that being said, Ms.Diva, I seen in your one sheeter, it was saying that you was inspired by Johnny Taylor, Betty Wright, some of those greats.
Yes, I listen to
I tell people all the time, man. We can't blame Mr. Charlie. He's just a man. He's doing the best he
It's
can.
just
You,
that's right.
you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you know, she said if you don't treat your man right and you don't get it together, she gonna be the cleanup woman.
Hmm. Peggy
The
shot. Clean old woman.
cleanup woman.
Hmm.
So when you had stuff like that, and you know, we heard it all. You know,
Yeah.
as far as you know, mom got us up in the morning, clean up on Saturdays, and you go to the cookouts where the kids playing over here. But there's some kids that's so musically interested that they gonna just peek around the corner and see what the older people listening to. And so
Yes.
Yeah.
that's how some of us learn how these who these singers were. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not because we
Uh-huh.
was able to listen to the music, but because we sneak and listen to the music while the old folks had the bootleg and the moonshine and playing cards and the music playing and you
And
got the
my
old
kids
men.
rolled up like that. Listen to the old music. My kids rolled up like that. I brought
Right,
them up. Listen to the old music. Hmm.
right. But see, I grew up in a very dominant Christian household. So therefore,
Uh,
even
that's it. Y'all
even
too.
though even though you know what I'm saying, they our parents might have listened to that music even though they was in church, but they damn sure ain't want us listening to it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I can
Hmm.
respect that. I can respect that because nowadays I think kids see too much and they say too
Yeah.
much. And
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so
That's going
and
on now.
we were
They say too
right,
much and see too much. Hmm.
right. And we were never allowed to do that. So
Right.
and Bruce, you said you've been playing since you was 7 years old. So tell us about instruments you play.
You give it to me, I'll play it.
So
Whatever you give me.
we talking about the drums, the piano, lead, rhythm,
All of
and
it.
bass.
All of it. Whatever you
Man,
give me.
listen, man. So okay, so let me get more in detail. What was the first instrument you picked up?
The first instrument was lead guitar. Man, I was like 4 years old trying to play already. And it caught my attention. But my mom and dad had a gospel group and they would travel in the road all the time. So I was around musicians from an early age. That's all I knew. I was born into it. And I wasn't quite mentally ready for the guitar because it was something about them drums kept my attention. And I asked someone to teach me. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm not going to show you nothing. You got 2 ears, 2 eyes, one mouth. You use them in the right order, you'll learn a lot." I just sat there and listened. And I think by the time I was 7, I was already playing on a record.
Oh wow.
I played, 7, I played on my first recording. And then I think when I was 9, I played on my next recording, playing
Oh,
drums.
that's brilliant. That's brilliant, man. And shout out to Everything Entertainment, CEO Lane McCoppin out of the Greenville, South Carolina area, tapping in with us. Lane, appreciate everything you do, man. Appreciate you always supporting, man. Thank you so much.
Shout out, Lane.
No
Hello.
doubt. No doubt. So, at 9 years old, 7 and 9 years old, you was already fluently playing on a recording. So,
Hmm.
man, listen, man. Are we talking about church recordings, or are we talking about playing to somebody?
I was
Just
being in Phoenix City. There was no recording studios around here, so we had to go to Smyrna. So we would travel, go to Smyrna, and back then you was doing the records, the 45. So that's what I was. That's what I started doing then.
okay. So,
Yeah,
what was that
but it was
experience like?
gospel.
Okay, gospel, of course, quartet.
I grew up. That's all I knew. I come from a gospel family. You brought up something. I remember my dad used to love Lou Rawls. He always, that man bad. I'm like, man. And then I always hear them talking about BB King. They love BB King. So I knew they listened to it. But the funny thing is, when I heard them play something, it was only gospel. But they had a pass too.
That's right, man. And I tell people all the time, man. I grew up around that quartet sector, like the Five Blind Boys of Alabama,
Yep.
Jack Southerners,
Yep.
Flaming Supreme Angels, Troy Raymond and the Soul Searchers,
Man, that's all I know.
the
That's
Mighty
all
Clouds
I
of
know.
Joy,
All of them, and that's
Mighty
all I
Clouds
know.
of Joy. Awesome. Yep.
Gospel Keynotes. Yeah, so that's the sector I grew up around. But them that used to love that Tyrone Davis and that Roy C. You know what I mean? So I
You
had
know
them
it.
uncles that nephew come here, let me teach you a little something. You know what I mean? so
Hey, gospel and quartet and quartet and blues got so much in common.
It does.
When that groove lock you, man, it won't let you go.
Right. You're right. So Miss Diva, what are your favorite tracks? Are you a mid-tempo person? Are you a ballad type person? Or like what are some of what is your favorite production for you to listen to sing to really give off your audience to?
Well, I always listen to Better Wright and all that. So my voice is different. It's different. It carries. I go low, I go high. So either one. So Bruce always tell me, hey, let's get this right. Let's get this right. You're going too high. You're going too low. So we'll get it right.
I bet working with Bruce. I bet working with you is a challenge, bro. You've been doing this since you were 7 years old, man. I bet it's a challenge. I bet
it's a challenge.
People leave your studio scratching their head, man.
Because I don't accept anything.
Who? Would you leave out
I
of there?
don't accept anything. Where I come from, recording wasn't a pleasure; it was a privilege. So I'm hard on people.
When I say hard, he hard on you. Say, wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Let's do this again. Let's do this way. I want you to do it this way. And hey, when I say he can do it, he can do it. I told him he can be a vocal coach if he want to, cause he good at it.
Yeah,
I mean, he critiqued me in a long way. I mean, a long way from I came, from where I'm at now. I thank him. I really do thank him.
It sounds like he's the type of person that he'll tell you, if you want my name on this, then it gotta be right, or we ain't doing it.
Gotta be right, man. We ain't doing it. Yes, we ain't doing it.
That's it.
And so
I came a long way.
So Ruth, as far as you being a singer, man, and a songwriter, man, what is your motivation and your passion come from of loving what you do and loving to help others with their craft so they can be great as well?
Well, my motivation comes from my parents, because being born into it, and I saw the passion that they had for it. I saw the fact that my mom was a nurse and my father had a job at a mill, and they have to go to work. My mom used to go to work. I seen my mom do this. She was in the hospital, had surgery, left the hospital, went and did a show, went back to the hospital, checked herself back in. That gave me the passion that I have for it. I have a strong work ethic. I don't like people that just say they want to do this. Like some people, everybody want to go to heaven, but ain't nobody willing to die. You got to put in some work right here. And that's kind of how I am. I'm like, hey, nah, get back over there. Let's do this again. Let's do it. Do you want it? And I don't like people that just pretend they want it and say they want it, but don't put forth the effort. And I got all that passion from my parents, man, because they were willing to lose sleep. We would go on the road. I remember going to school, like I have to be there like 7:30, but I didn't get there at 8:30 because we just coming off the road. And that passion carried over as an adult, and I love it. And so what I've learned, I've got bumps and bruises so that Ms.Diva Soul won't have to get them. For other people that want to work with me, the experiences that I have, it prevents them from having to go through some of the stuff that they choose to go through that they don't have to.
Okay. That's dope, man. That's dope. And kudos to your bloodline, man, for
thank you
for really instilling that in you. And And man, for
He
you
got an
really
ear
having,
for
I'm pretty sure. If he's been doing it since 1976, he got more than an ear.
it.
You
He
know,
got
he
an
got
ear
more
for
than
it.
an ear, man. Like, listen, man. Like, I'm just so grateful, man, to that she invited you on because she asked me could she did do it. I was like, man, yes, please do. You know,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
and then just she was just telling me what she started at, and it haven't even been 2 years
Hmm.
yet, and I'm
Right.
just going to listen to her, man. I'm like, it ain't been 2 years. What?
Ain't been
And
2
she got
years.
a song about to come out. I guess we're gonna do it in December. She's stepping over in a little bit of R&B. She kind of sound like Mary J. Man, she is really, really growing.
That's great, man. That's great. That's great. So, man, who have you not worked with that you want to work with?
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. I just want to work with who want to work with me. I try not
Okay.
to sit here and just say I want to work with this person, this person. I'm open to work with whoever want to work with me. I have a very humble spirit, and it's like if you want to work, hey, let's do it. Long as you come professionally, got your head game just tight to say I'm ready to do this, because I hate working with people that don't want to do it but say they want to do it, and they act like really a nickel holding up a dollar.
Okay. I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it. So as far as you, Miss Diva Soul, I know you do the Southern Soul, but you are in that R&B lane too, and we
Yes.
need
Yeah.
Do
and we
some
need that
R&B.
good. We need that good R&B to come back. So,
Hey, I'm trying to sneak her over there. She's scared, man.
I'm working on
man,
getting.
so we need that good R&B to come back, cause R&B has got lost in the sauce about it being overshadowed to
Hmm.
the R&B artists want to be hip hop artists,
Yeah,
and the hip hop artists, want to just R&B need to be R&B.
you dead on it.
When
Hmm.
when I heard Dave Hollis was putting out an album, I was excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my dad used to play the Manhattan, "You Are My Shining Star."
Woo.
I'm like, what? Who? What? I'm like, and then I was just listening to the record the other day, man. I was like, man, I listened to this when I was about 9 years old. Here I am, 50 years old, and I'm still playing this record. I'm
Right.
still playing this
Never
Classic.
get
record.
old.
Timeless
Yeah,
music.
there's a lot of
Classics,
music
man.
that never get old.
A
Never
lot
get
of
old.
people forget that R&B is rhythm and blues. That's what
Right,
R&B is. And a lot of
right.
people don't even understand the abbreviation, man, but it's powerful. That's why October London is so popular, because he's bringing back what everybody's missing.
Right. And man, and I tell people that Bruno Mars mix the doo wop and R&B in together,
Man.
because people don't really understand how much. Like I was just reading something on Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, man, and I was just reading something, how the Whistlers and Frankie Lyman and all the doo wop greats, man, and how they didn't really need a guitar or anything, because the bass guitar was the tender or the bass making sound with their mouths. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have came a long way in music, but we still have to understand, music is legacy.
Yeah.
Music is peace. Music is love, and so we really need that rhythm and blues back, man. We really need it, man. That's why you see so many old school reunion tours, because nobody's new coming out.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So
Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of what everybody else is doing. I tell Ms. Diva Soul this. You don't have to be the hay in the haystack. Don't be afraid to be the needle. Because when the light shine, it's going to show that needle. It's going to shine off that needle, but all the hay going to look just alike.
yeah, I'm really looking, since you told me that you're gonna
Get
do
it
some
all
R
the
and
time.
B. I
I'm
don't
doing
just
some
want
R&B.
one. I don't just want one song from her. I need to see her do a whole R&B EP for real.
We can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah. So, and I'm so glad that she has somebody like you that's gonna bring all that goodness out of her. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody need a push, even though you've been around for so long. I'm pretty sure sometimes you need a push as well. You know what I mean?
Man, you giving me one right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. And speaking of the R&B, October London, Eric Bellinger,
Yep.
Eric Roberson,
Yep.
Khaled. You know what I mean? Like these other people get overshadowed, man. That make great
Yeah.
music. And I heard Music Soul Child say that, man, the reason he toured overseas so much is because Clear Channel Radio overshadowed the good R&B artists with the hip hop. And he said
Right.
that a lot of R&B artists wasn't getting traction. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got their residence in Vegas, then they start giving you some more traction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm so glad to see that, and I'm really looking forward to hearing this production. You know what I mean? You know, because R&B have the guitar, the chords, the drums. You know, you might have a little trumpet in there, a little trombone in there. Like, man, listen, man, it's just all type of sounds in R&B. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what type of magic y'all are going to put together. So, with that being said, Brother Bruce, man, what type of projects do you have coming out of your own music?
I have a song coming out Sunday called Love on You, which I'm bringing back that old Roger and Zapp feel with the talk box and everything. Got a lot of live guitar on it and everything. So I'm doing that. Actually, I'm putting out a song every month. To this year ends, I've been putting out a song every month. I'm closer to the end than the beginning. So I'm not doing this for the numbers. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm just hoping maybe 5, 10, 20 years from now, somebody's digging through the crates and they come across something and say, hold up, I like this. This was real relevant. It's hard now because the hip hop is so commercial now for everybody. And I was looking on YouTube the other day, looking at some artists, old school artists and R&B artists numbers. And I'm like, man, their numbers are struggling. But a lot of people been purchasing, buying views, buying comments, and buying this, and they're really tapping down on that right now. So now it's getting back to reality, and people gonna actually have to put some real work in to win people's heart. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not worried about keeping up with what everybody's doing now. That's just not me. I just want to do good music. I want to do what feel good, what sound good. If it make you move, I'm focusing on that music that you used to hear at the cookouts and the barbecue to get you kind of grooving, and old folks stand there and had that 1-2 step all day and then let it go. I'm focusing on that. So I got a lot of new music coming out that's kind of aiming that way, man. I'm hoping that you can hear it soon.
Okay. Great.
Because I got over 100 songs out right now.
Oh my. So
Yes,
with that being said, before I get back to you, Ms.Diva, with that being said, do you ever do any movie scores? Did you hear me?
Is she there?
No, Bruce, that question was for you.
Oh, for me? I thought you said for her.
Yeah, for you. Do
okay.
You
Oh, no. I haven't done it. I have not did it. I'm looking to get into it, but I've had a lot of bad experiences with so-called good people. So it's hard to find people that you can trust to get you into that lane, because I'm so old school. You know how those you catch an older person, they want to get on the computer, but they scared because it's new technology. So that's kind of me. I'm so old school. I'm so used to recording the old way. It took me a minute to get on the computer and start recording like that. So to get into this, I really want to take a step into that, but it just haven't come to me yet. And then when it embraces me, I'm ready.
The best way for you to get into that is if you have an entertainment lawyer, just go to your entertainment lawyer and tell them what you want to do. That you want to make scores for movies, you know, that you want to be a composer for film, video games, and TV. And
right.
That is the best way to get into that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Because I had a guy reach out to me recently and said that was a possibility. Now, from him saying that, I went in the studio the next week and did about 5 songs. And he and I never talked no more.
Yeah. So if you have an attorney or if you know of one, and you can set any type of consultation and tell them this is the lane that you want to get into as well, TV, film, you know, documentaries, video games, and stuff like that. Yeah, man, like you dope musicians, so production ain't gonna be a problem for you. Whether it's you on the production, whether you're making, you know, instrumental production or whatnot, man,
right.
you leaving so much money on the table.
Right. Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? So if there's any way that I can help you and plug you with anybody, game on, for sure.
Oh, hey, we can definitely talk, man. That's a big help. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's so hard to go forward into a dark area when you don't know who to trust. And that's why I treat her the way I do, because being that she came from doing just parties and doing a little karaoke to jumping right in the studio, I know that she had to be very scared for a moment. So I tried to embrace her the right way, that she could feel comfortable and know, hey, just be yourself and just sit down and take this ride, and I got your back. And it's hard to find people that'll do that, but everybody I work with, I try to be that person, because I know way in the back of my mind, I need that person.
Right. And so shout out to Shamika Anderson out of the South Carolina area, the Mrs. Saxon brand, clothing line, you know, the talent manager. So shout out for tapping in with us. We definitely appreciate you tapping in with us. Yeah. So now I'm gonna say this to you, Ms.Diva. Your song "Sweet Love" belongs on somebody's soundtrack, on somebody's movie. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. That definitely belong on soundtrack. So, and I'm gonna just say this about you too, brother Bruce. You're gonna be doing somebody movie scores. You're gonna be composing whole soundtracks. Watch what I tell you. Watch.
Man, I receive that.
Oh yeah,
I receive it.
It's gonna happen, man. And so, man, I just want to say this right here to both of you. Y'all are forced to be, as long as y'all stay together and keep dropping them bangers, y'all are forced to be reckoned with, man.
You're gonna do that.
And Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Lab 101.
Lab 101.
Let me ask you about as far as the shows out there, man, and how, you know, we can connect and start doing some shows out there. So, what is the scenery like out there in Phoenix City, Alabama?
Hey, though it say Phoenix City, it ain't much of a city. No.
Okay. So
we're next door to Columbus, Georgia.
Okay. So with the right promotions and the right traction, we could make a show out there pop, right?
Yeah. Most people go to Columbus, though, because we're so close to Columbus, Georgia. A lot of people go to Columbus because there are a lot of big shows going on there all the time.
No, I ain't talking about big shows going there. I'm talking about a Bruce J and Ms.Diva.
Oh, well, hey, that's a possibility. Well, we've been doing a lot around here, but you know, the funny thing is, I was telling her the other day, I hear everybody say home does not respect you.
They don't.
So we try to go somewhere else. But the funny thing is, it is everywhere we go is somebody home. So there's disrespect everywhere. But it just seems mighty funny. People so willing to reach out to other people. We could, just because we're from here, people want us to get on stage and sometimes sing 8 songs for $50. And I'm like, man,
he's right about that. He is right.
So this is,
it's hard.
It's hard.
This is what I say, man. And people think it's a first far stretch when I say this, but what I can tell you, that the white pop artists, the white country singers, the white rock artists want to do songs with people like yourself and Miss Diva. They want to really bad. You know what I mean? And
they need to come on.
I'm from a small town in South Carolina, and I know for a fact, man, that downtown place that being every little small town, where they have the live band, with the cowboy hats and stuff.
Yeah.
You might just know one country song, and they might just invite you to come up there and jam with them, and then here you go. They want your number, give you a call to come to the studio, and now you got a whole nother audience.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing bigger than cross branding and cross promotion. You know what I mean?
just wrote a song for somebody in South Carolina. He's actually a producer of mine. I have my Lab 101. I have several producers that work for me, but he's out of South Carolina. I just wrote a country song for him.
Okay.
I write everything.
That's great. That's great, man. So I'm just saying, man, just keeping them windows open, because a lot of artists, they don't really understand. Like, music is a universal language, and I know you understand that because you are a musician first. So so music is such a universal language, and you can learn something from every genre of music.
You're right about that. I see people, when somebody get on stage and don't sound good, I see a lot of people walk out. I see a lot of people frown, turn their head, don't listen. But I'm like, I always tell people, I don't care how good somebody sound, how bad somebody sound, there's always a lesson to be learned.
Right.
But a lot of people don't pay attention to that. And even if it's so bad, what you can do is learn what not to do.
That's right. And man, I just say to people, when you're an artist, like when I was managing artists, I tell them, I don't care if it's 30 people or it's 3,000 people. These people came. They paid to come and see you.
That's
so
it.
Give it your best.
Give it your all, man.
Because out there, 30 people, it might be somebody that's got an uncle that's worth 50 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he'd be like, I went to see this show there. It wasn't a lot of people there, but you really need to check this guy out. You know what I mean? So and it happens like that. You know what I mean?
She just experienced that. A promoter not wanting to go on with the show because it was a weekday show and a lot of people didn't show up. They had to go to work. It's hard sometime on a weekday. And a lot didn't show up. And
he did not want to pay.
He did not just want to give her $50 gas money and say, go on. It ain't enough people here for me. But I'm kind of like, I don't care if it's 5 people or 50,000. Right. I'm going to give you the same show because this is from my heart. I love it.
Right. So I definitely, love what you guys are doing. So we're gonna get out of here. I know people got to hit their clock in the AM. So give people, where they can follow you at, where they can find your music at, and if you guys got any up and coming announcements, you can go ahead and make those as well.
Well, you can find me on all digital platforms. Patricia Miles on Facebook, Ms.Diva Soul on Facebook as well. I got 2 pages. You can follow me on Ms.Diva Soul, the artist page. And
Okay.
Bruce.
And for me, on Facebook, I am Bruce J. the Entertainer, DAENTERTAINER. Yeah, and on other platforms, I'm just Bruce J. You look up Bruce J, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart. You're gonna get Bruce J. You're gonna get my music. All of them.
Okay. Well, that's dope. You heard it first. You know, live on Exquisite Conversations Podcast. Bruce J. Entertainer, Ms.Diva Soul. We tapped in, and we will definitely be talking. So I want y'all to be blessed, stay encouraged, and most of all, be true to yourself.
Listen out for our new song that's gonna drop Sunday. Sunday dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, heard this.
So is there a like a live session that y'all will be doing on any of the social media platforms like YouTube or Facebook, where y'all will be doing a review for the song and get feedback from the audience? Actually,
I'm going to be honest, it's not, because this was a spur of the moment thing to go and put the song out. And I have a band that I'm working with. So coming up, we're going to be doing, I'm trying to approach the industry a little different. Instead of just getting out doing, just going here, and there, getting beat up by everybody. I'm going to start kind of doing it where we go live a lot and just performing and let people come to us, because they're going to get to know what they're going to get and know that it's going to sound authentic. It's not, I'm not singing over tracks. I sing live, and what I sound like on my record, I sound like in person. And I want people to know that. So we both going to be doing that probably starting in a month. But as far as the two singles that are dropping, we're just going to, I Got Love on You. It'll be coming out Sunday. She has Sunday Dinner. It'll be coming out Sunday. And we're just going to push it to the utmost. And we want to say also, thank you, man. Thank you, because everybody don't give you a chance to express yourself.
Man, you're welcome. You're definitely welcome. And I'd love to have you guys back on. In fact, I have a few other, I have my own show, the Chatterbox with King Jacob, that I bring you guys back on, and I also get you on me and my partner Atlanta show, the 95 South TV. So yeah, we're gonna show the love. We're gonna spread the love, man. So, but
thank you, man. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I just want to say to everybody that listened, that came and tapped in with us, Latoya, Toya Brand, Shamika Anderson, Lane McCoppy, Big C, and shout out to Yolanda Marshall for plugging this interview. Bridge the Gap Promotion. I definitely appreciate you, and man, y'all just stay tuned for more important messages, man. And man, y'all take care, brother, and I'll be on the lookout for those singles, and I'll be on both of y'all pages sharing y'all posts about these singles.
And definitely reach out to me about getting into these movies and doing these soundtracks, man. Definitely reach out, man, because we can make that happen. I'm ready. I have a strong work ethic.
I sure will, brother. I sure will. Y'all take care. Be blessed.
All right. Salute.
Thank you.
Salute.
Bye.